We do everything from the ground down. We put in roads, dig lakes, we put in pipe, we put in water mains, storm drains, storm sewers, and more recently, we put in track and fields. My name is Doug Lanson, and I'm the owner of CSR Heavy Construction. Here we are today in the Miami Dolphins practice bubble, working for the Miami Dolphins.
Paul Arcella, president of CSR Heavy Construction. Family-owned and operated construction company, started in 1973, specializing in site construction. In 2007, we launched a new division specializing in athletic construction. We began building a number of facilities, synthetic turf fields, and also tracks, running tracks. As we completed projects and as those fields were being used, our customers of those fields called us and required maintenance, general maintenance and cleaning of the fields. And that's what got us started into the maintenance side of our business. Generally, a field is warranted for 8 years. So our goal is to try to extend that life for the customer and try to get the field to the point where they don't have to replace it. Keeping the fields at the right softness requires a test called GMAX, something that we do, and we make sure that the field is safe and under the acceptable levels for concussion protocol. With a new installation in the new field, the amount of maintenance required is a lot less than as the field gets in year 4, 5, 6, and beyond. So usually the first couple of years of a field will require a lighter form of maintenance. It may just require brushing and grooming and use of our Sport Champ equipment. What the Sport Champ does is literally pick up the infill, filter it of any deleterious material, including metal or any kind of objects like that that would be foreign to the field, and it cleans the infill and places it back down and levels it. As the field gets older, maybe into its 3rd or 4th year, depending on the amount of play that the field gets, the field becomes compacted, obviously with athletes running on it and compacting it, and then the natural elements of wind, rain, that type of thing affect the field. It becomes harder. As that happens, we have an attachment with our machine that will actually decompact the infill. It breaks up the infill and it allows us to get the field softer, and then we're able to perform the normal Sport Champ vacuuming and cleaning of the infill and leveling.
Timmy Johnson, Project Manager, CSR Heavy Construction. Right now we are going through the field. We're removing about an inch and a quarter of rubber, and we're going to refluff the field and put new rubber in to make sure they get a nice bounce. And also we're going to do our GMAC tests on it to make sure it's up to the NFL standard.
What surprises most of our customers is the amount of foreign objects that we do pull out of these fields. Anything from hairpins to helmet bolts and screws to parts off golf carts, which can be dangerous for athletes using it. The other portion that's incredibly important in maintenance is maintaining the proper level of infill. What I mean by that is the infill level versus the amount of fiber that sticks up above the infill. And depending on the length of the fiber when that field was installed, generally for a athletic field, anywhere from 2 inches of fiber to 2 1/4 inches of fiber, the Sport Champ in our maintenance division is able to keep the infill at the proper level based on the length of the turf, and that's what keeps the field safe.
Our in-house maintenance division is literally hands-on. We look for any damage, any pulled up numbers, any ash line that's a problem, and even when we're finished, we go through it and make sure all that is in place.
With our maintenance division, we're able to service the entire state of Florida, cities, municipalities, counties, school boards, private schools, and professional football franchises.